Hey out there, this is Cocklaw and this is going to be a Sky Poker video. £5 DYM, so it's a medium stakes game. Getting a little higher if you've seen any of my previous videos, so the level of play should be a little better. We've been on... Oh, hang on, I'll come back to that. We've got a little action here. Oh! Hang on a moment, look at that. A raise and a re-raise all in, and the guy called just up and down. That was bizarre. I hadn't even got the screen aligned and somebody else, and I don't know whether you can see that at the bottom there, but Optimus, the player to my right, has just put idiot in the chat screen. He's not far off, is he, to be honest? Calling all in up and down. Just, what's he thinking? Haven't even played 30 seconds of the match and he's out. Wow. I couldn't really explain that one. I know Optimus was very aggressive with his two pair because it was kind of a draw heavy board, but he asked a question and got an answer. Wow. Oh well. You know, 1 down, 2 to go. I think we'll have a little bet here. Not glad I got called. I suppose a 9 helps me now. I've got a few back doors here I could get away with. He's checked again. I think I'm gonna fire again. See what type of player he is. I'll make it a decent bet, just over half. He's going deep in thought. Last time he called when he did this. So we can expect another call, I think. Come on, let go. There we go. 2 bullets does the job. I was trying to say at the start, usually at this medium level, the play is slightly better and should last slightly longer. People don't really like to lose £5 willy-nilly. But the first hand there, as you see, definitely get a few wild cards. This is kind of an instant board for me. It's a nice bet. I've got the good shot. Possibly ace could be good. I don't know whether... yeah. I think if there wasn't 2 spades, I'd be more interested there. I've played those sort of hands before, and maybe if the 4 of spades come, you end up getting yourself in trouble. Or maybe the ace of spades as well. I'm still baffled by that first hand, to be honest. It's just a bizarre play. I wouldn't like to ever see moves like that made against me. You know, it would have been very frustrating, I'm sure, for Optimus if he would have hit us up and down. I mean, he must have, what, 6 outs there? Do you know, a simple way of working out your odds is if you know how many cards you need to win. In that case, that guy needed a queen or a 7. So there was 3 of each. So he had 6 outs there. So if there's 2 cards to come, you times that by 4. So 6 times 4 is 24. He had a 24% chance of winning the hand if he hit it straight. Not really great odds. And also, if you know your outs with 1 card to come, if you roughly times it by 2, so if you had 6 cards that you believe could win you the hand, say it was 6 again, and there was 1 card to come that's in the river, then you times that by 2, and it would be 12%, so nearly enough 1 in 10. So that guy took a quarter chance on the first hand, so 1 in 4, lost, as you will do a lot of the time. Oh, a hand for me. And he's out. And if you keep playing like that, you will literally win 1 in 4 games. So you'll be losing £15 to go, plus your 50p, so an extra 150 on top, and not exactly. So good example there of how not to play. And it was worth noting down Optimus's play in that hand as well, because he was betting and raising with the goods. So nice flop for me. I am going to bet it strongly, hoping Cirque has an ace as well, as he was the original raiser, or she should I say. No. Oh well, another pot, win's a win. Ooh. See, this can be good sometimes because people won't give you respect for 2 hands in a row. And that's just what I want. Unless someone's sitting there with aces or kings and they'll be rubbing the palms together in a minute or so. Oh, Mrs. Cirque. The trapper becomes the trappee. Oh! Dink. First card out. Thank you very much. Okay. There, I am going to put that down to over-aggressive play by myself. I was kind of trying to trap and overplay my hand, presuming Cirque maybe was weaker than what he was, but he had a decent hand. Okay, top 2 pair. Now this chap called me twice last time, so I'm okay. Not a great turn card. We need to get some value out of this hand. He's taking his time again. He plays them slow. Really likes to think about it. Okay, we got away with that one. But yeah, Cirque actually did have a hand, and my own kind of psychology worked against me there, as I didn't really give Cirque respect for having 2 hands in a row since she raised 2 hands in a row. So I jammed on her, hoping to make her think I was weaker than what I was and call with a medium hand, but she had a decent hand in her own right, and I ended up 50-50 there, which isn't great. You don't want to end up 50-50 for your game. That's not great. Luckily I hit my ace and another one went, but could have went out either way, literally. I think some players should note as well is try and remember what hands players have seen you play last. For instance, the only hands I've shown, I believe, in this are Ace Queen and Ace King. Players remember that, and sometimes you can play on that prowess because they'll remember what hands you have. And sometimes if you don't get the ideal flop that you need, you can always represent. I try and do that a lot. If you've just won a few hands, keep it going, keep ploughing into it. They'll remember what you had, and vice versa. If you've been caught bluffing, obviously be aware what you're doing in the future, because they may suspect you're up to the same, and you've got to use the old reverse psychology and remember how the table is viewing your play, as well as keep your eye on what other cards people have shown and use it to your advantage. Try not to take your eye off as many of the hands as you can. Just because you've been dealt 9-3, don't just fold your cards and look the other way. Have a look how people are playing. What are they doing? Are they raising? Are they limping? Are they calling you all the way down with medium hands? Are they calling all in with up and down straight draws? Take that guy's name down and go and find him in the next table. Play with him all night. That's some good advice right there. I'm gonna note this down. I went to Rantu. That's a name right there, and a mouthful as well. I went Uratu. I can't divide that up. Maybe it says something clearer if you're better at English than I am. Well, I'm sure someone's going to get involved in a decent hand soon. I'm pretty well stacked, and I don't really want to relinquish this lead. I'm going to keep raising into the medium stacks here, and hope they keep releasing. They shouldn't want to play with me, and it will get to the point where if they get to around 1200, 1100 chips, when they do eventually decide to push all their money in, if I've got around 5,000, 6,000 chips, I will call them all in regardless of what I hold. You may ask, why would I do this? It's simply because if I have got two different cards than what they have, I will never be really worse than a 3 in 10 chance of winning the hand. Even if they've got ace queen against deuce 3, I've still got a chance for a fifth of my stack to bust them, and I will take that chance. It's not often a game you get a 1 in 5 chance to win the game or along those lines. But the thing, what you have to remember, I will not be all in. I won't even be close. So I will take that risk for a fifth of my stack to finish this game. And quite often you'll see people get to big stacks and they'll just disappear. They'll sit out knowing they've won the game, but the other 3 players could be playing for another 45 minutes. I don't want to do that. I want to end the game. And I've even been in games where simply you can't finish them at, oh, hang on, a bit of action. You fold. No. You should have called and killed yourself. Well, as I was saying, sometimes you'll find games where the short stack just keeps doubling up. And even as a big stack, if the blinds start getting to 4 and 8, 5 and 1,000, it's only 2 rounds and you're in a little bit of trouble yourself, and you don't want to allow that to happen. While the blinds are short and you've got some short, take your opportunities to take them out. And also, it's not unethical if, just for instance, this, we'll call him Kanish, happens to go in here, and say Optimus calls him when he does decide to put his chips in, I will also call behind regardless of my holdings. And whatever the flop comes, if I had, say, Queen 4 and the flop came 4-4 ace, I would just check and hope Optimus checked behind me. The reason for this is because I just want to end the game. I don't need to beat the other players. It doesn't matter how many chips I finish with, I just want to end the game. Optimus finds a bet at me here. Okay, I was taking one off there just to see if he'd slow down, and if I did hit the dream card, I might play around a little, but I don't want to go head to head with Optimus. He's the one player at the table that can actually do some damage to me, and I am simply not interested in playing any pots with him. Even if I had aces and he raised me all in at the moment, I'd be very reluctant. Oh, there we go, talking away. I really wanted to call there. I missed that. I missed the spot. Oh well. Well done, Optimus. He's in the game. Beautiful. Just what we needed. I should have called there as well also. My bad. Oh well. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I hope it's been of some use. Thanks for watching, and leave a comment if you wish.